to get my cues, my marks, and know where I'm supposed to look at.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have not done your podcast. This is my first time. I'm just trying to get all the particulars out of the way.
I've never done one either.
Damn, I ain't bring no water.
Okay. So
Not no real one.
I just looked direct. I'm trying to see how I'm looking. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just look directly into the camera. Okay. All right.
Dish Nation.
I ain't gotta say good evening or nothing like that.
Just say hey.
Yeah. All right. All right. Y'all ready?
Dice puede.
And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome back. This is Black Ice the Group, and I'm here with these three lovely young ladies, man. I'm back again, your host, Calvin Paw Ford, and to my left, I have we'll
Natalia Simon from Houston, Texas. You can follow me on Instagram, TikTok, Cash App, and all at The Real Natalia. That's The Real, RealNatia.
And next.
I am Kaylin, K-Hub to be exact, from Dallas, Texas, 31 years old. If you want to follow me on Instagram, it is KLoveYou. Cash App, K-Hub Stacks. TikTok, K-Hubba Man.
All right, next.
Hello, my name is Jasmine. I am from Lancaster, Texas.
I'm about to say, come on now. Don't do that. No,
I'm from Lancaster, Texas.
Thank you.
I am 36 years old. I mean, you could follow me on Instagram or not, but it's authoress_Jerry D.
All righty. So these young ladies came on the panel on tonight. I said tonight now, it don't matter. But the discussion we're going to have is, do black women trust black men? And I really want to pick their brains tonight or whatnot. So we're going to have a deep conversation about it. So what we're going to start off with is I'm going to ask the first question, and then we'll just go, once one person answer it, then the next will go just domino effect, all right? So, all right. So your current relationship status. We can start with Jasmine.
I'm married. I have this year, June 25th, I will be married for 10 years.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Single as a Pringle, enjoying the people.
Okay.
What she said.
Okay, so Jazz already answered the next question. So, K-Hub, how long have you been in this status that you're in?
Since I became a single parent in the tender year of 2021.
Oh, okay. So for a minute.
For a good hot sec.
Okay.
But still, enjoying the people.
Yeah. Okay, Natalia. Oh, yeah, Natalia.
Honestly, I can't remember back that far. It doesn't mean that I have not been active, but it does mean that, it's been a while since I took someone to a family function.
Okay. So family function. Do y'all have any stories about taking somebody to the family function since you brought that up? Like, was there like an awkward encounterment with your family with the boy or man you brought to the function?
No, because it ain't been but a few. No, they haven't been any awkward encounters because, they have ran through the burning sands of hell before they got there. So,
right.
People that kind of already had met the guy or whatever. So I didn't have any really awkward moments. Okay. Yeah, because it ain't been that many that made it that far.
Okay.
What she said. I would probably say not my family, but when my baby daddy did meet Calvin's family, they made him eat a cricket. I thought that was pretty cool.
Oh yeah, that was at Vanilla House. Remember that?
They made him eat a cricket.
Right.
So that was I think your family was the only family, because my family they just make sure anybody getting hit on. But besides that, I think your family was the first family that I brought a man around.
Okay, that's very interesting. That was a core memory.
No, for real.
Okay, Ms. Jazz.
really have nothing funny about my husband meeting people, but there was one guy. He's the only guy that I've ever brought to be around my family. And I found out later, everybody hated him. Like, they said they just could look. He didn't even do nothing. They said they could just look at him and just tell that he was sorry.
Oh, wow.
But at one point, my great aunt, because the dude was like, you ain't fix me a plate. My auntie said, you get in there and you fix your own plate. Don't be telling her what to do. I was like, oh. They just like that nigga.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
they just, and I say he didn't do, I say he didn't do nothing. He was just sitting there. They was just like, they could just tell that he wasn't about nothing.
Were they right?
I mean, we ain't together.
No, I'm just saying. I'm sure you see your Facebook update every now and then. Or he follow you on Facebook still.
Yeah, we're still friends on Facebook.
Okay,
He's
so I don't
married.
want you to
He's
answer
married
that.
as well. So
Okay, cool. We're gonna just leave it at that.
he wasn't man enough for me.
Huh, Shana.
Yeah.
I think what the elders were feeling was called discernment.
In their belly. Yeah,
Definitely.
So it
Okay.
just wasn't right.
All right. So let's get to just the plain question. Do you trust black men? Yes or no?
Do I trust a black man?
Not a black man, because you can trust your daddy. Do you trust black men?
No. But
No. I just need to know. We'll get your butt after that.
okay, no. But it's not just a black man. It's not just a black man.
Hold on.
Okay, it's not just a black man?
It's something with a penis. Okay? I don't care what.
So I'm gonna ask you this follow-up question. Would you rather be stuck in the woods with a bear or a man?
I'd rather not be stuck in the woods. I mean, neither one, really.
Okay, but you had to pick.
If I had to pick, is it a woman bear?
Yeah.
Okay, if it's her. But a man bear, probably not.
Okay. That woman
A
will
male
tear
bear.
your ass up from them cubs. Okay, well, all right.
Okay.
All right, mystical.
Help the bear! Help the bear.
Oh, shit. All right, K-Hub.
That's a loaded question, but yes, I do trust black men.
Okay. All right. Natalia.
A resounding yes.
Okay. Ooh. Vocabulary. Y'all look that up.
She went to college.
Yeah, she did.
I hope I used it right. You know, sometimes
went
you
to
just get
college.
excited, you know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They can look it up. They got AI.
Yeah.
All right. So
Something I only know.
Jazz says no. So let's rate your no from 1 to 10. What's your no? Like it could be a, hard
It's
6, soft 7.
Like initially, it's a hell no, right? And then we just gain it from there.
Okay, let me ask you this. Is your husband black?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Do I trust him? No,
Why?
because he has given me reasons to not trust him. So now, going into things, I would say my husband is you ain't asked me all this. My husband is the first man where I gave my all to.
Mm-hmm.
Like the other dudes, he couldn't even get a penny from me. Like really had this dude mad at me because I would not give him 7 cents for his cigarillos. And I was like, you that broke where you don't have 7 cents to roll your guard or to get a guard? So I was all kind of BITCHs and you spoiled brat and this and that. Never gave a man nothing. My husband was the first man where I was so open with my heart. It's like, I'm gonna give this man all of me.
What made you do that?
Because he was so different from what I had dated.
So he brought that out of you?
He brought that out of me. He was so different. My husband treated me like I was fragile, like I was glass. Like, just never had a man that tentative to me or that caring. Like, give you an example. One time, my husband is from Baton Rouge, so we did long distance at first. He came to see me. He came later than the time that he said. I had to go somewhere and I came back. There was flowers there. I'm like, what is this for? Because I didn't come at the time that I said. I don't know where that nigga is. I mean, can we say that?
Yeah.
I don't know where he is. But that was what made me feel comfortable to give him my all, because the other dudes wasn't approaching me like that. They was always wanting from me.
So what you describing to me, it sounds like you trust him. So where did this
That's
trust?
what I said. We started out.
Yeah, let's start. So starting off, it started real trust.
So now,
Okay.
if anything, if we don't make it to 10 years or 20 or whatever, I know not to go in as trusted.
Okay, so you go up with your guard. You think you would have been better off with your guard?
Yes, because I used to be really guarded. He made me feel comfortable enough to let all of my guards down.
And you feel vulnerable?
I did, and I ain't never felt like a girl like that before. I had to be a real nigga at all times.
That's the problem. Get that nigga out
And
of here.
then he melted that away.
He melted
I was
that
like,
away.
when I tell you I was in love, I'm talking about sweatshirts with our pictures on it, pajamas with our pictures on it. I was so in love with that man.
Got a serious picture?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No, Big T.
Oh, Bobby's.
It was Big T. No, the Chinese people, whoever they was.
Yeah, Bobby's.
He Bobby?
Yeah, that's Bobby's.
Everybody
got the graduation
it was
picture
like,
of Bobby. Shout out to Bobby's in Linwood.
I've never been in love like that.
Mm.
Woo! It was just something about that man.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So that's interesting. All right. So you said yes, K-Hub. What's your rate from 1 to 10?
If I can rate my trust for a black man, I'm gonna give it a good C.
That's overall?
Overall.
Okay, because I know it can be high or low. It could be fluid.
Yeah. So
Depending on how people feel.
I'll say we can say high, mid 6.
Okay, let's say hard 6, soft 7.
It's going up.
But I'm saying soft because sometimes you could be on the high.
Okay.
You can be like, oh, I'm really loving black men, right? You
know
made a few niggas laugh on your way up here, and you just on the high. So hard 6 because you definitely gonna be at a 6 at a minimum.
Yeah. Okay. We say hard 6, soft 7.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Juneteenth is a 7. Thank you. All right, Natalia.
I don't really know how to answer that because giving it like a sliding scale.
Yeah.
The older I've gotten, I've tried to start high because especially if I don't have a valid reason, because I would want the same of me. So, but I'm gonna go because I too am a real nigga. So I'm gonna go with the 8.
Okay.
And even with that, one point of that is, it's not a 10 because one of it is because of me and, my own insecurities that I deal with that sometimes, because sometimes it's me, but then, niggas sometimes it's them, you know what I'm saying? So I'll go with the 8.
Okay. That's pretty solid.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Pretty solid.
All right. So next question. What's the best experience you've had with a black man? Anybody could pick that up. What's the best experience you had with a black man? Damn.
Okay.
Yo.
You know what? I'll use the gentleman I'm currently entertaining.
Okay.
He's
Hey, hold on, y'all. This nigga here, he making motion. All I'm gonna say, this nigga done made it to 2 episodes. Oh. Hey, big dog, keep doing it.
Hey.
With the Sky Zone side. He in there. Okay, I'm
when
sorry.
it's changed on Facebook,
Boy,
it's real.
Oh, this nigga here.
It's real.
Look at
See a
oh, okay,
picture.
I'm sorry. But,
A picture
this
without a
nigga
sticker
here.
on the face. Come on, Lotto.
This black man ain't playing.
Ah.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Shout out to him. Shout out to him, Pookie. He's very sweet. He's kind. And as me being the type of person I am, I move very fast paced. Every thought has another thought. And I will say I appreciate him because he actually tells me to calm down and gives me that space to be vulnerable. And it is I find myself in those moments of like when I'm talking to him, I even tell him like I feel too soft. And I kind of have to like rough up, but he'll literally be like, "You good?"
That's a black woman thing.
Hey man, it is. And he said some old lame shit like you can relax your black girl nerves or some shit like that. And I was like, I don't trust no shit like that. Anytime a nigga tell me to drop my nerves, they get up a little bit more.
Ooh.
But it was sweet. The gesture was nice. But I will say he's doing something for me right now. And I think this is probably the best experience I've had dating and or dealing with a man besides my friends.
Okay. Dang, that's pretty good. Yeah.
Episode number 2.
Yeah. 15-minute mark.
Hey. I'm going to send it to him like the first one.
Yeah, that nigga gonna get the rough draft. That nigga gonna get the rough draft.
Shout out to Bay.
Yeah.
I ain't see a picture.
Okay. Who,
That's what?
I need to see a picture when it's over.
You want to see a picture? I don't have no pictures. We could just FaceTime him.
We could tag him.
Oh, okay.
I'm hollering.
Yeah, we could tag him. This nigga got real estate on the podcast already. We might as well bring him on as a guest.
Yeah, you should.
Come on down.
We're doing it. What's that?
The question.
What's your best experience you've had with a black man?
I would like to plead the fifth
Dang.
Okay.
on that one. I'm 47, and my mind isn't so I'd have to take a moment to kind of think about it, because I've had some pretty dope moments. Waking up, in the morning, and there's flowers, about the dresser and everything, like cute little, stuff like that. But as far as, the vulnerabilities or, being in those spaces, I try to operate in them spaces, but it has to be really a me thing. It's not necessarily, I don't always feel like it's a guy that makes me feel that way first. I have to feel it.
You do.
You know what I'm saying? It's like I have to feel it, and then if it feel like, because I'm an energy person, I go off of vibes. I'm old school. You know what I mean? I don't. I gotta meet you face to face. We gotta talk. You know what I'm saying?
No, you real.
And so it's through all of those interactions where it just kind of builds, for me. So it's not really a defining moment that I had that's dope like they got.
Oh no, hey, that's wisdom right there. I appreciate that. I'm taking that in. She said,
Okay. Ms. Jazz.
I would say the best experience with a black man is with my father. I know I'm always in good hands when I'm with my daddy. Always. So that's the best experience that I've ever had. I know that if I call him, he coming.
Right.
No matter what the situation is. Even as old as I am, I will still tell my daddy on you.
Those are facts.
And I mean it.
I thought we was talking about people we had.
No. I was like, no. Because the way y'all was answering too, I was like, I'm not thinking just black men in relationship, just black men, period.
Oh, okay. I guess because I think the single question is what threw me off. Because I thought we were going into relationship.
Just that.
Oh, you just being nosy.
Yeah, my partners.
Well, I want the
Calvin,
audience
you're
to
a black
know.
man that I trust.
Yeah, I hope so.
Hey, put my life on the line for you, my boy.
Yeah, I have a few that I, Yeah.
Peter, shout out to you. I meet Pete. That's my boy. He was somebody I would trust. Since we just naming niggas now, I'm gonna name some niggas.
Right.
No, I'm glad we got that organically out.
Yeah. So
Yeah. But no, I mean, you can relate to your relationship status, but I'm just talking about black men overall. That's all.
Experience of a black man. Oh, yeah, I love a black
Because
man. We're not just talking about relationship wise.
But
if you ask me that question about trust again and not relationship wise, I trust a black man 1,000%.
There you go, sis.
1,000% I trust a black man.
Yeah.
Now loving him is one thing. Being in a relationship.
I'm about to say loving him in a relationship.
Romantic relationship with him. But trusting a black man, I trust them 1,000%.
Absolutely.
All of my family, like them, all our family is black.
Right.
And I know they don't play about me.
Okay. Question. How do you feel about interracial dating or interracial marriage?
I don't want to answer that question.
that's fair.
I got a job.
Oh, okay.
And the way your people dragged me last time, I don't know if I'm safe to answer the question.
I don't know.
Okay, maybe he'll answer. So is it what would we do it or what we feel like other people do?
Well, okay, let's your person. Would you do it?
No.
Okay. Have you done it?
I feel like Caitlin would.
Date somebody else outside my race?
Yes.
She's very open.
I feel like I definitely would.
I would giggle with one. I would giggle with a couple. I tell you the idea of it. But then when I start, I would definitely dip a toe.
Yeah.
But if we're talking about like
marrying,
like committing to every, no, my
children,
brother.
house, 401k.
Yeah. No, I personally always want to see somebody that look the same color as me.
Okay.
if I'm being very honest, I don't ideally care for interracial dating.
Mm-hmm.
But do I feel like everybody has their own preference? It doesn't bother me until it becomes I date white women because black bitches it is, black women it is, black like if you're gonna date somebody outside your race, date them because that's what you want to do. That's what you have actually grown a liking for. That's who you enjoy. But don't make your reason for dating outside your race because you got mama issues and you want to put that on every black woman that you ever meet.
Okay, can you say that for vice versa?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I could say it's black women who don't. I don't think that black women speak on it as publicly as black men do. I'm not saying that they don't.
No, I'm saying
I'm not saying that they
there's
don't.
always
going to
be a majority and a minority.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But I feel like if everybody has the right to love, be with, honor, respect, cherish the people you want to. But for me, I need to Negro.
Okay, I would say to not rebuttal, but the majority of black women, I would say, would be hypocritical to that. Just an example, I would say, like, I always use, like, if Michelle Obama was white, I don't think Barack Obama would have been as popular or maybe even won the presidency because black women wouldn't have approved of that. Now,
You'll be right.
yeah.
I
I feel like that's true.
Yeah, no.
Now, but just recently in the 2024 election, Kamala was, 95%. She has a white husband. So I feel like that's very hypocritical. If you're going to be pro-black or, black love, let's do it on both ends. That's all I'm saying.
Pause.
I was like, who was she going against at that election?
Listen.
No.
We still would have voted. We still would have voted for Barack, which would have been like, you don't think so?
I don't think he would. I think Hillary would have won the. She would have won the primary.
She was a woman, so she wasn't gonna win regardless.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
Cause you see, a black woman couldn't do it.
Well,
so
a white
Hillary,
woman couldn't do it first.
And then like it was like
if they picked a white woman,
it's like even Hillary even won the election. Won it, but she beat Trump with the popularity vote by millions. They still was like, hell no. So
yeah, I mean, shit, I don't know what she would have did. This whole sneaky. She can't even keep her own man happy.
she would have had the hoe. She would have the hoe.
You see how Bill was looking at them Epstein files? That boy reminiscing. That nigga looking at them, it was like a Kappa Beach week. That nigga was lit. He like, oh, I remember that hoe right there. That nigga Bill was. He was like, damn, y'all found this bitch. Yeah. Can I get a copy?
Tammy. That's Tammy.
Oh, Bill was
Big
playing.
tongue Tammy.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know, but that's the only thing I would gripe about with that. I don't care. I won't say as much, but once you start talking about black culture and all that, that's probably the first thing I'm gonna look at. Not gonna lie, that would be a -5 for me, a -5. Like, all right, bro, now how you for the people, but you're not even procreating with your own people. That's how I'm looking at it. But I'm not saying you can't be a soldier, but you'll probably be a cook.
Can I add a sidebar?
Yeah.
So
Nothing wrong with cooks. I'm sorry.
So I think there's something to be said about when you were talking about how if the roles were reversed, and even in that, you have to look at the historical kind of like ideology behind why white men date black women, and then why black men have a tendency to date white women. It's like y'all try to compare apples and oranges to a certain degree, only because it is usually said that that white women are usually dating white men because they do seem to value a black woman more, with all the softies and the niceties.
Hold on, you said a white man or a black man?
A white man. So
okay.
it's
you said a white woman,
right? So it's like the argument is this, that black women get mad when we see a black man dating a white woman, but then when we see a black woman dating a white man, we give her flowers. But you have to think about what are usually the reasons why they say that this white man is dating this black woman, because he thinks she's beautiful, successful, he appreciates her. You hear these stories, but then when you hear about black men that date the white women, the argument is usually that of because black women ain't shit. And it's like, damn, what we do? You know what I'm saying? And so it's kind of like you celebrate, you go where you're celebrated. You go where you appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? So, to say that, oh, it's not fair for a black woman to be able to marry a white man and nobody bats her eye. Well, guess what? She probably been drugged by niggas, so she tired. Because going back to your question, no, me personally, I would not date outside of my race. There is nothing like a black man in my opinion. And I like them black as this coffee table, because that's all the men in my family. Look at them. They all look like, Calvin is my cousin. They all dark skinned. Because I do stand up comedy. And I actually have a joke where I talk about how I don't even particularly care to date light skinned men. But then I actually had a revelation one day, and I said all the men that have loved me in my family are dark skinned. So even in the fact that, yeah, my third grade boyfriend ended up being light skinned and it was a dud, you know what I'm saying? It was just kind of like, also on top of that, and the other two Negroes that I tried that were unsuccessful, my better relationships have been with dark skinned men, but I've also been into loved majority by dark skinned men. So it's a lot of those kind of things that shape why we do, what we do, you know what I'm saying? But I personally wouldn't want to date outside of my race. I'm usually willing to try some things at least once, but I think I'm gonna have to pass on that. You know what I mean? Because I need somebody that I feel like is going to understand me. And I make light of this when I talk about this joke on stage, but it's like, I need Chad to understand that, raisins don't go on potato salad, and that when we run right, you run right, not to the left, because now we got to put you on an RIP t-shirt. I don't want to have to do all this. I just need someone that's going to understand me at my core.
Yeah.
Point blank, period. You know what I'm saying? And I do not believe that any other race, I don't care where you grew up, I don't care if you grew up around niggas all your life, Paul Wall would still not be the one for me. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Because you got those brothers, those white guys that grew up around black, they love black women. And that's not a knock on Paul Wall. I love him. But, and if I did have to do a white boy, he gonna have to be, give me a Tom Cruise. Don't give me no,
You want the authentic
good white boy.
Yeah,
I want if I'm gonna do a Chad, give me a Chad.
Yeah,
give me. I want yachts and
I want a nigga
and,
version.
Right. Yeah.
If I was to do
Right, and if
with a
I'ma
white
do
woman,
it-
I don't want no hub. I want a Chelsea
Right. Exactly.
with a trust.
Exactly.
I'm trying to get in there, nigga. I'm trying to get a business.
In that part, I want to be on a boat.
Yeah. Shit, well, I'm gonna dip my toe in there, shit. But no, okay, no. Now I do agree with the part of, like, I don't do this of bashing black women, far as like a dating preference, because I've dated outside my I won't say date. I just messed around outside my race, but I wasn't. Oh, I'm doing y'all get on my nerves or something. Like, it was just whoever I was messing with at the time. But I always knew at the end of the day I was gonna be with a black woman or whatnot. Now, is wrong for them to say that, how, like, they bash or whatever, but I still don't negate, or I still show empathy of the men of their experiences growing up with black women. Cause like how you said, like, niggas drug her through the dirt. There's some mean stories. Now we get hurt hard. Like we take shit and run with it. Like, niggas still hurt from the 7th grade type shit. And so I'm not saying that's an excuse to dog, but I'm saying it is probably coming from a repetition of her, because most of these dudes nowadays are coming from single parent homes, so they probably getting cussed out by their mama, telling them he ain't shit. Then get to the school, most of them are female teachers, black teachers. They probably on his ass or whatever. He probably behavior wise, but on his ass. Then you got the black girls whooping on your ass all the way up until high school, till you start lifting weights, and then they can't whoop you no more like that. Well, some of them still can. I done seen it. But, then it just grows this disdain for them. But to me, it's still no excuse. But I just show a little empathy with that. That's all. But
It's not, because it's probably a black woman who grew up without a father or absentee and all that, and she still finds a way
to find a black man.
love this black man and uplift this black man, and I want black kids and all this and all of that, and not even having that black male there, and we don't go, well, majority, I would say, well, I can't even say majority is, well, the people I'm around, I don't hear them bash the black man. like that.
Mm-hmm.
So do you think that aura or whatever cloud, is that more like he say or she say or social media kind of topics? Or do you think that's really like it's got some real life to it?
Which part?
I mean, of course it does, because I think this is the thing.
Like the fashion.
I don't, I'm not, I really don't like to do a lot of relationship, talk on podcasts and stuff like that, particularly because we have gotten into this point where it's either this and that, and no one understands the gray area. And it's like you have to realize that although we've all had our heart broken before, you know what I mean, there were environmental factors around us and, our upbringings or whatever that determined how we fell apart and how we fell back into place. A lot of the women in my family, especially on my grandfather's side, my grandfather's side of the family, we a little rough on the edges. The men and the women got spin numbers. You know what I'm saying? Like, so we were kind of, I didn't get to, I remember one time me and this guy had been, kind of serious with or whatever. He had been to family functions or whatnot, and we ended up falling out or whatever. And I was a little upset about it because I was just kind of like, damn, I thought the nigga was all right. Come to find out he had got his ex pregnant. Yeah, it was that type of whole situation. But then even in that moment, when I started to fall apart, my mama looked at me like, "B, like suck it up, buttercup, let's go." You know what I'm saying? And keep it and kind of keep it pushing. She looked at me like I had, like what? Like girl, like what you doing? You know what I'm saying? And so we were kind of taught to just be a little bit, but like, hey, you know what? It didn't work out. Move on. Life goes on. It's a part of life, And so I had to kind of learn to deal with that heartbreak in my own way because I could not fall apart publicly or, whatever. And I did what,
Because our elders don't allow it. They don't allow you to feel anything. I had dated this boy from 8th grade to my junior year in high school. And he started like messing with my close friend. And my mama came in my room. She said, "You better not cry." And I didn't. So even like in marriage, I was working on my dissertation in Arizona, and my mama said there was some stuff going on at home that came back to me. She was like, "You don't have time for that. You out here to work on some business." So they don't, because my mom got a divorce on her lunch break. And went back to work. That's the kind of person that she is. And like, I try so hard to be her baby. I'm not that strong. A divorce on your lunch break, you take off your lunch break and went back to work.
That's some G shit. I like that.
Where's she from?
Right.
She originally from South Dallas, but then they moved to Hutchins.
Oh yeah.
Well, your
She graduated from Wilma Hutchins.
Sound like we might be cousins.
My grandparents are from Palestine.
Okay.
Right. Cause that's all that's all like our people.
It's like shit. Went right back to work. 'Cause I got Anish. She works. Shout out to her, Fifi, Felicia. Shout out to you.
Yeah,
I know you be watching, man. Thank you for your support. Everybody in the unit. At work, hey y'all, I've been slowing down on the cussing so y'all can watch it louder.
Yeah.
All right. So
is that the one who house Chris took me to that cooked the food that time? Who?
No, Felicia, she the one that, well, you didn't meet this one, but
Okay.
Felicia she's a taller aunt.
With the glasses?
This the
one?
No, they probably met her mama. Pam.
No, I know I met Aunt Pam.
Yeah.
It was a taller lady. Chris took me to another house.
Oh, in Fifth Ward?
Yes.
Yeah.
That was Aunt Felicia.
Yeah. That's Aunt Felicia.
Yeah. Chris took me all over the city, baby, when we dropped you off.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah.
She say she is a cousin.
Yeah, look,
Get your life.
I'm just trying to make sure, But yeah, shout out to Aunt Felicia, man. Okay. That was good.
Well, my people let me cry. I cried. Whole bitch. Actually moved to another city and still cried. I found out that my child's father, we were just boyfriend, girlfriend at the time.
Your
But
child's father.
my child's father. I had found out actually at her birthday party, sitting on the couch, that he had another girlfriend. And the way I found out was because they had posted Christmas pictures. Oh, yeah. You remember that, right?
Santa's coming to town.
Santa. He had a Santa hat, and she had all four of her kids in shirt. Had all four of her kids in shirts that said, "We saw mommy kissing Santa," and her shirt said "mommy."
I'm sorry.
And look,
He walked in the party at that in that moment, actually.
and Kaylin
Let me get-
Kaylin went off on me and my friend. She was like, y'all could have told me this was going on. I'm like, what are you talking about? She was like, y'all could have told me he was talking to somebody else because I know Kaylin threw her child's father.
So she can't break that bro code.
So
she
no,
she can't break that.
I swear to God. I'm like,
do that.
Kaylin, what are you talking about? She was like, I don't know if you sent it to us or you said, look at his page. I said, girl, I ain't know nothing about this. They didn't know he was dating a lady in the shoe with all them doggone kids. Did not know that was going on. I was like,
It
yeah,
ain't
you know we
shade
would
if
have got
it's
on her
true.
for that.
I know y'all would have. Yeah, it was hard. It was. I mean, I was young. I was. It was.
Yeah, you know.
I'm at the party. I'm chilling. I'm in the corner.
Yeah.
Did
Nigga
not
walk in the room
did not
and
know
act
that
like
was
I
going
was
on.
I was a nothing bitch. And he broke up with me because I was going back to school and moving out of the city.
I'd have chopped her in his fucking throat.
She should have told us at the party. We would have set it off. And
I,
the twins was there. They be loving for a reason to go off on kill.
they do. But I was trying to keep it cute at the time. That was my first love, my first real boyfriend in my adulthood. So, I'm thinking, let me handle this as a lady. Let me leave the function, go home, and just be all right. And
that probably was the safer bet because I have tried to get better at like not reacting with my emotions. You know what I'm saying? Because all hell can break loose. When you fly out the seat of your emotions. But yeah, that's kind of wild. I commend you for how you handled that because the whole time you telling that story, the real nigga in me was just bubbling. Like I'm waiting to hear how he got killed. I don't know that I would have responded like that because a lot of times it's easy for us to say how we will respond to something until you are actually in it. And so you did a very good job.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So, do women ignore good men for toxic ones?
That sounds like the Jodeci versus Boys to Men debate. Why can't I like them both? I don't. I don't necessarily.
Yeah, I stopped kissing the air. Yeah.
Believe.
I know
that.
we are. Everybody, we got thoughts. We got everybody thinking.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I can't answer for women. Maybe for us, I can answer for myself, but not for women.
I mean, you're a representation of women right now.
Okay. All right. For one part of it.
We are
okay.
we are the black women.
Go ahead, Kayla.
Y'all the women's.
Go ahead.
Come on.
The girlies.
Because there are girls like us all over the world.
Yeah.
Real niggas unite.
Okay.
Yeah, this probably wasn't that diverse of a panel like you probably thought it was going to be. Because everybody's giving real nigga energy.
That's great.
Yeah, no, that's good. No, I'm just messing
That's what we
with
do. We do it big over here. Build, invest, and grow.
Boom.
You like toxic Negroes?
Do I like toxic?
In the moment.
It depends on what we doing.
I don't know. Well,
you know what toxic mean? Not good for you. Come on now.
I'm a reciprocator, so I feel like if that's the energy that we're both on, hell yeah, let's have a good time. But I'm not choosing that over like, cause when I feel like when people say nice black men, everybody always has that like picture of like nigga with glasses, real like I just want to be the best man ever, like. The nerdy looking type. That's what everybody always.
That's a nerdy type. That's not like a nice guy.
Touche. Well, no. It depends on what you're giving me. I ain't
you
gonna
just
lie.
went to the
What
low.
What about that dude on that show? He's like, I'm always the nice one. And
No. Okay, let me
him.
give you one. Old boy from ATL. They got the scholarship. I can't think of his name. That front of our new.
There wasn't Teddy, but was
Esquire.
Esquire.
Mm-hmm.
Man, you got a Picasso in your living room.
Yeah. Nigga play golf, got a scholarship.
Mm-hmm.
He made it out of the hood.
You feel
I
like
ain't seen no hoes with him on that
he was a
movie.
good guy?
He was a good guy.
But I feel like he was real still like hood, He was still like
but
he
in
was
the
still
hood,
being
he's
accepted.
considered
Like, he
the
was
good
in
guy
that
because
movie,
he has
he was on
potential.
the up and up. Yeah.
I'm saying he was still being
potential.
accepted by us because he was still like
Why
he
you think-
didn't talk like this. Or,
Why you think Nunu
he
didn't
not
go
a
for him?
Carlton.
Because he was considered the good guy in
So he's the
that
good black guy.
particular
Yeah.
environment.
But I feel like Nunu also was just trying to get something away from what her daddy was in her eyes. So I feel like that's why she was more attracted to Rashad. But Rashad still had shit going on. Rashad just wasn't no.
No, I'm not calling him the bad guy.
Oh no, I'm just
but
saying.
he will probably represent the
The bad guy
I'm
would
talking
be
about
top
ATL, but
Yeah.
or whatever. But I'm not. I like. He
the
was
bad guy
just.
would be.
He was just a hustling dude. He was making it happen.
Then you even got to consider that era.
Little big
They were
brother.
still,
Sorry.
considering that, those two extremes to be a toxic guy and then, the good guy, especially when you come to the hood, because every hood nigga is a little toxic, but some of them is just a little more refined than
And I
others.
feel like that box in black men just to two types.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't like that as well too. So
Touche.
yeah, but okay.
You brought up
You were right. You
ATL.
asked the question.
No, I was just trying to give it. I was trying to give an
being
example
silly.
of like a good guy.
I
Yeah.
know, but
I couldn't say
think
smart guy.
I think a better example maybe would be Carlton and Will Smith.
Oh.
That's a really good guy, right? And
Good
then
guy,
Will
good guy,
Smith-
and was the hood guy.
And then he not hood, like he was.
I mean,
He
he was considered. He
played-
was playing like he was.
He played.
Yeah.
He had a
But that
whole
was the
lot of
benchmark.
women. He
That
had a
was-
whole lot of
yeah.
women that he wasn't. He even fake married a woman so he could sleep with her. So he's not good at all. It's not even hood. He just wasn't good
Okay.
for real.
So would you date Carlton?
You remember he married Ray? I don't know. her name,
That
it
was Gina.
Regine.
Remember when he married what you call it, and they got the earthquake.
It was Kim
Oh, yeah.
Fields, not that one. That's when it was going
Oh,
to a
Kim
dance.
Fields.
He was
Yeah,
with
yeah.
Kim
well,
Fields.
it was the earthquake, wasn't it?
no, the earthquake was Gina.
Jazz,
That's what she was.
Yeah, that
Oh,
was
her
yeah,
nails and
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
But
She had that big ass slip
Jazz
on.
was the officiant, so they could have a so he could sleep with her.
Ah,
Yeah, that's very toxic.
Yeah, that's really toxic.
Mhm.
okay.
But I don't think that good guys are turned away. But this whole idea of like, a guy that's toxic or even just toxic relationships, they can be up for interpretation. You know what I'm saying? Depending on, because some people have been in situations where, they see their mama get beat on or whatever. And so, that might be a level of toxicity that they can contemplate. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Whereas there's others where it's like, I'm Tina in the back of the limo. You know what I'm saying? So so it kind of, depends on what you're defining as toxic. But I don't think that people purposely kick good guys to the side. It's just kind of like when you have those toxic people, sometimes you just kind of have that animalistic attraction. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like you said, it's fun for the moment. If y'all just both on some bullshit and y'all just, messing around having a good time, then what's understood don't have to be explained. You know what I mean? But then I'm not finna, if I know that me and this nigga is just messing around for shits and giggles and this is what we do and we like the little pettiness, just because sometimes you do shit just because you're bored.
Yeah, what?
You know what I'm saying? I tell people all the time, I play dumb for entertainment purposes. You know what I'm saying?
Delusion.
Sometimes you know what I mean? Sometimes you act a little goofy to get your back cracked. Like, let's be for real. You know what I mean? But I'm not going to take this man serious over a guy that I see that can, I can kind of build something with. Like,
Yeah.
that's insane.
Yeah.
But then you have people that will do that. And that all has to do with, like we were saying earlier, how they were raised. Like, who raised you?
Yeah, what was what was comfortable in your household?
Right.
Right. Okay. So follow up question with that, it would be, since let's say we're playing in the toxic
Mm-hmm.
realm, why do you think women stay in the toxic situations? You think they just can't get out, or they too in deep?
Can't get out. They don't want to try anything new. It could be the threats that he has said to you, or no, actually, a woman can allow a man to get so deep into your mind. Ain't nobody else gonna want you.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't nobody else gonna treat you like this. And you start to believe that, well, he's right. I am stupid. I am dumb. He is the only one that's going to care about me. So that's why I'm going to stay in it. And then in those kind of situations, there is nothing that's going to tear that lady away from that woman away from that until she is absolutely ready. And you don't know what that breaking point is going to be. But a man can tell you that you are nothing and you believe that and you stay until you finally realize that I'm better than it. Like she said, Tina in the back of the limo.
Yeah, that
She
guy.
had enough. And she was in Dallas.
Yeah.
Shout out to
That
Triple
nigga Ike
D.
was in that dressing room. He talking about, you thought you gonna get away from a nigga like me? Huh? I'm in here.
And that's what it be for a lot of people. Because even like, you know, in hindsight, thinking about how my mom wouldn't let me kind of dwell on that issue, you know, maybe that was part of her reasoning behind it, because I don't want you to be so engulfed in this man that you can't snap out of it. Because, you know, a lot of times I think too, you know, and even in this moment, just considering that my mom, she was a woman before she was my mama, you know, and one of my aunts had kind of, you know, reminded me of that. And it was just kind of like, you know, she dealt with heartbreak, and, you know, and I've even heard some of the stories, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, that's just a pinch off of whatever she probably had went through in her life. So even in, you know, hindsight, when I start thinking about stuff like that, it's kind of like, you know, maybe she had her reasoning for not letting me do this, or, you know, or whatever. And so, you know, I never could understand how a woman can let a man have them have control over their mind like that. You know, like, you know, I never said that it couldn't happen to me, but then I didn't see how that could happen, because my mom wasn't trying to hear that shit. Auntie, you know, not like I never seen them fall apart behind no nigga. They push them out and gone on about their business, and you know what I'm saying? So I didn't see a control issue when it came to the men, and they tried it. And it was fights, and it was this, and it was that. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times it just has a lot to do with our foundation and our background. Like that's the core right there. Because like I said earlier, we all had our heart broke, but then it's how we were raised that allowed us to, you know, move past it and get past it.
And it's what your, like you said, foundation, what your people instill in you. If your core people have always told you you're beautiful, you're smart, you're this and you're that, somebody spoke life into you like that, then a man should not, he won't be able to infiltrate your mind as easily. And you should be able to pinpoint it, because your brain should not, that's something I never heard before. I'm ugly, I'm stupid, I'm worthless. I've never even heard these words before. But you know what? I did have somebody like that. And like I said, my foundation did build me up like that, and I had never heard these things. And what it did to me was it made me want to prove that I'm not any of these things. Like, I had just graduated from college. I didn't have a job. My parents loved me, and my parents were paying for my car note. I was looking for a job, and he was like, yeah, you ain't got shit. Everything you own, your parents done pay for. Your car, your cell phone, this, that. So when I finally got a job, I'm like, look at me now. I could buy this, I could buy that. Trying to prove to this nothing. He just mad because your mom and dad don't give a damn about you. That's what I had to realize. I didn't like that he was calling me a spoiled brat, because no, I'm not. And I'm this. You got a whole degree. You can't even get no job. I had never been talked to like that before, and I was trying to prove to this man I'm better than 10. And one day I woke up, I was like, this nigga can't even feed his daughter. He calling me crying. You can't give us no McDonald's? Hell, I never did that. You can't get us no McDonald's or nothing. See, that's why I don't mess with you, because such and such, she be over here. And I was like,
that nigga was jealous of you, sis.
Yeah. So
he's a homosexual.
Yeah, so I was just, I said, I let this thing have to wake up and be like, wait a minute, bitch, that was you. That was you. But I did wake up and was like, this nigga's insane. Right. You was a bum.
Yeah, that was a nap. That was crazy. That boy said
a nap.
That boy said, can you get us some McDonald's? Me and the baby.
I can't.
Well, get your hand to work.
I can't.
Come on, dude.
I can't.
Okay, so, all right, next. What do you think black women need to improve on?
Nothing. Loving yourself. You that bitch, and will forever be that bitch.
Okay.
I like to let the elders speak before I speak.
She had to say that.
Said elders. Because
the both of them.
I've been hearing it for a long time from her.
I know now.
What do you think we need? Like, what do we need to improve on? Well, black women need to improve on. And I'm about to ask about black men next.
I figured.
And then we could discuss. Or if you don't want to just say women, or you can say what the culture, what do we need to prove on as Black culture?
Oh, now that's a whole that's a U-turn for the culture. It's quite a bit we need to, but you know.
Okay.
But as far as Black women, I know for me, and I know that there are women like me out there. Sometimes with my, I guess I want to say my self-esteem, I have to fake it till I make it.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Sometimes. And so, I think that, in doing so, that kind of furthers the agenda of the strong Black woman and that expectation. You know what I mean? So I think we have to be the ones to kind of tear that down and break that, that ideology, you know what I mean, for lack of better words, because we never declared to be that, but we didn't have a choice
but to be that.
And so then when it became this ideology, it really became very damning to us, because now, you see the medical disparities, and you see, it play out in so many different other arenas, in our lives. But, it's kind of a double-edged sword, because like we had to fake it till we make it. We had to put this block up, you know what I'm saying? Because we were not left with a choice, and not to deviate, but it's systematic. And that's another conversation for another day. But, but I think the thing that Black women need to improve on is allowing ourselves to, shake free of that stigma. You know what I mean? I think that's something that we could do.
To be a girl. Be a girl.
Mm-hmm.
When you say a girl, what you mean? Just
like she said, we don't have to have that strong Black woman stigma. Like I don't know. I don't want to figure it out. My brain don't even work.
No, we need your brain to work.
Because the other women, they brain don't have to work like that. She could just sit at home and lolly and dilly dally all day.
They ain't got the same mission we got though. So
what's our mission?
I'll tell you.
Okay.
Just be ready.
Okay.
Just be ready.
Let me know.
Cause shoot, like you said, behind a strong Black man is a strong Black woman. I want you to be kicking it.
Be Coretta.
No.
But then it's like, what do you define as
strong?
A strong Black woman? Because there's this whole, it's a whole like rundown of what it is, but then nobody can tell us exactly what it ain't. You know what I mean? And for you, and saying that we don't want to be strong Black women is not saying that we want to be lazy. It's not saying that we, don't want to work and all this other kind of stuff. Because even when you and we have to bring race into this for a moment.
But you write it systematic, like you were saying.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So even this idea of being a strong Black woman, you be surprised how many different times it'll play out. I remember this white lady was asking me to be a captain on this bus for this women's march that they was doing in D.C. when I lived in New York. And, I gently declined. I was just kind of like, well, no, I think I'm a pass. And she was giving me this, but you're so strong and so smart and we could really benefit. And I just was like, sis, no. I'm not doing it. You know what I mean? I say, think about the first word that came out your mouth when you came to describe me. And that let me know everything that I needed to know about why you even wanted me to do it in the first place, because you want me there to carry the load.
It's like the mammy complex.
You know what I'm saying? And so even with that, it's just kind of like, well, damn. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's looking at me in this particular light. So a strong Black woman for a man, you know what I'm saying, is this. And then even with our white counterparts, or even, anybody, they all kind of almost have their idea of what a strong Black woman is, but there's a baseline for it.
Yeah.
Right. And I think, I'm glad you brought that up too, because I think it is two different viewpoints of what a strong Black woman is, depending on who's the beholder of that. For us, like, when I hear strong Black women, I don't think like this macho, I need this macho woman, or like come to my defense. Like, y'all can show that y'all strong. Let me give you an example. Like, like at a restaurant or something, or like if I got a problem with my phone bill, I know I can put my girl on the phone, and I'll probably own T-Mobile in about 2 minutes. That's strength. That's the strong black woman I want to see come out. But when it's time to handle the big, I got it. When it's a bump in the night, come on now. It's time for me to activate. That's how I'm looking at it. Strong in setting a culture for my kids and standards and building a home like that. But the rough shit where it's wearing y'all down, like how a single mother or a single parent would have to do, I understand they just building catalysts on they, I guess.
Because even with that, when you said, like you want her to be strong in these areas, it's not about, because I consider myself a strong black woman because I have overcome, I have endured, I have blah, blah, blah. But then at the same time, it's like, like you're saying, you want, strong for me is being, a person that has the capacity to be logical, that has the capacity to, like you said, defend that phone bill. I'm not gonna just start crying because we can't pay the phone. You know what I mean? Strong for me is being that help me. Strong for me is being, the best version of myself. You know what I'm saying? And so, for other people, they do want the girl that's gonna hit a nigga in the head with the bottle. You know what I mean? I could be a little of that sometimes too. But there's so many layers to how they depict what strong is. Just like you said, you don't want no macho man, but then that is an opinion of what a strong black woman is. She's overly masculine. She's macho. We call ourselves real niggas because we do. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, we all niggers. No.
Yeah.
We real.
But, I think all of that plays a factor into, how we're defining. We never had the opportunity to define what it was for ourselves once we had the label.
Right.
Ooh. You touching over there? You touch?
I am. This is very beautiful. I'm excited to be here with y'all. Thank y'all. Y'all know I'm emotional.
Yeah, we're building, we're investing, and we're growing.
Oh, my brother, you are big. You right. You building, investing.
Big tears.
But yeah, that's beautiful. I appreciate you saying that. I mean, just your answers are amazing. You're welcome. You're welcome. This is my strong. I'm a being able to be vulnerable. I feel like is something I've always appreciated about myself, and I like to meet other women that can release those type of feelings. Because I do have who makes a joke about me, and I love her, love you, but she always say you always crying, you always crying. But I feel like I cry because I understand, and I'm an empathetic person. So if it's something bothering, especially a black woman or anybody around me, but especially somebody that looks like me, that can relate to me, that understands me, yeah, I'm gonna be in there even more. So just hearing your answers are both of y'all, it's really moving me. So thank y'all. Shout out to the elders.
Thank you.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Here she goes.
I can say being a strong black woman is taught to you, not even like somebody gave you a book and a curriculum and said this is what a strong black woman is. It's what we saw. Even though my dad has always been in my life, my mom raised me as a single parent, so that's who I saw in the home. That's who cut the grass. That's who took the trash out. That's who made sure things got done. So when I became a wife, I took on those characteristics. And my mother would have to say to me, Jazz, you have a husband. You stop trying to figure it all out. So I'm calling somebody, can you come cut the grass? Or this is broke, or this is not working. She said, stop. I know you saw me do it because I had no choice. She said, stop. So I had to start stepping back a little bit. One of my close friends that's a therapist, I started telling her the same thing. Stop trying to, we married, right? Because her mother was dead in her household. I said, we married. Stop it. And she's so hard. She's like, I won't cry. But like, I'll cry. I'll make my shoulder shake. You gotta sell it a little bit. Sell it a little bit. She be like, I wish I would. I'd be like, all right, well then keep on being that strong nigga over there in your household. Keep it up. So I had to learn.
Them niggas die first.
What you say?
Them niggas die first.
So I had to learn how to be vulnerable and ask. I had to learn to start putting my hand out. So yeah, I had to learn to be soft a little bit.
Yeah, and like it seemed like you were a real daddy's girl too. And I think sometimes, as I'm not a father, but I see it or whatever, we kind of even treat our daughters like little niggas as, like tough. Most men. I don't think, like, you have a fragile with them, but it's like, I don't know. I see some men, like, just be like, like, don't do all that crying or whatever. I don't know. Maybe if they playing a sport, maybe. I don't know. No.
Well, I'm the farthest to talk about daddy situations.
Well, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, my father was incarcerated from when I was 2 up to 12, excuse me. So it was just me and my mother, and we have a very close relationship. But I also did see my mother. We live in South Dallas, so I ain't telling, but we gonna use some neighborhood niggas to get some shit done. Because they thought my mom was Miss Parker back then. That was the thick, fine lady who lived at the end of the street with a little daughter.
Oh, watering some mud. Okay.
So she used to, hey, literally the men at the industry would say, hey, Miss Parker, every time we walked through. So when it comes to like fathers and what I experienced as a father, my daddy talked to me like, I think a hoe off the street. Fuck bitch. Fuck trying to make me tough. At times my father would talk to me like a hoe off the street. One of my first encounters when he got home, not trying to trauma dump on y'all, but when he first got home, I got in trouble at school. And because he's so institutionalized, I want to make sure I said that word right.
Institutionalized, yeah.
His responses to me weren't to have a conversation, but to belittle me. So he in the kitchen whooping my ass. Get your fat ass up. Come on, big bitch. Move like that. Like, so when it came to men and me dating, I or just men in general, a lot of my peers were who I looked at as male figures. So I love my father now. We have a way better relationship, and he's a great grandfather to my baby.
That's usually their second chance.
Exactly. And when I say love him from Zion down, but as far as Kaylin, I do feel like he had, I want to use the right word, but I do feel like he had some feelings towards me because he didn't have a part of playing in my building up. So as I got older, he had resentment for me that I still don't think he wants to admit.
Resentment in a bad way, or do you think it's a resentment on himself that he wasn't there in your earlier? Not like a resentment like, I hate you because you, but it's like, fuck, I missed 10 years of my baby girl's life.
It's dual. I think it's dual. I think it's you hate me because I remind you so much of my mother, and you didn't have really any part of being a part of who I am today. Because like with my brother and my sister, him and my sister, thick as thieves.
Yeah,
Karis can call right now and be like, Daddy, I need $1,500. That nigga gonna be like, well, hold on, give me 30 seconds. And she gonna have $1,500. Me, I used to get asked that nigga, oh shit, you got a pussy, don't you? Like, I would get those type of responses. So we can laugh at it. I can laugh at it now, but I do know that I'm trying not to cry, y'all, but I do know that put a lot of how I handle relationship with men. I told my homeboy one time, bro, you about the best father figure I never had. And when I said that, he thought I was playing, but I really meant like you show me the unconditional love that I've never experienced from a man.
A black man.
Except for my grandfather. Shout out to Jesse Shanks, R.I.P.
Shanks, right.
My grandfather was an amazing man. But once he literally passed away a year after my daddy got out. So it just kind of like God put that in that place for, okay, when we gonna see what you gonna do now. Now you're the man in her life. Let me see how you handle it. And I'm not gonna say he dropped the ball, but I am gonna say it definitely.
It was hot.
It was hot. Yeah. That motherfucker was on fire.
Yeah, that motherfucker fumbling.
What? So I appreciate him. I still am gonna love him. I tell him all the time, regardless of what we got going on, you my daddy. I'm gonna love and honor and cherish that just because the Bible says it, because that's just the type of woman I am. But yeah, so father and relationships and me, I get a little quiet.
See, that was that trauma I was talking about. I said a black woman can deal with those things with a black, like her father, and still say, I love a black man. I want to be married to a black man. She ain't say, my daddy called me a fat bitch, and you know what? Fuck niggas. I'm going to be with a white man. She still said, I want a black man.
I do, but I will say that brings out my insecurities. Because even with old boy, he's a smaller dude than me. So even at times, in my mind, I'm waiting on you to say fat bitch. I'm waiting on something negative to be said. And so...
you don't find nothing negative to say about him?
Oh, what I caught it? I told that nigga he shed mouse built body bass nigga. I done told that nigga he little.
I say, nigga, you from Dallas, we score.
yeah, we done got down before. But I'm just, you don't want the nigga you like to say nothing like that.
Call you no fat.
Like, you call me fat, I'm like, your mama. But
I get that, because I had a situation where she was on my ass all day. Like, I was being nice. I hadn't said nothing. I'm just taking it. Just taking it. And I did, it was, now I look back at it, it probably was a low jab, but I had to get you off of me at some point.
Was it Jill?
No. This was my fiance now, but.
He's saying names.
No, so she would just call me big back, everything. And so I just said, all right, chill out, Skelly, because I know she got eczema. So she don't let me live that down.
Yeah.
But still, that was hey, nigga, I've been taking this since 7 a.m.
Look, if you gonna get down, you gotta get down. You gotta have, you can't be throwing and you don't
Yeah.
like
Come
baby
on,
to
man.
take it like
You
that.
gotta be ready for
And
that.
you know
That's
me.
just cold. You know what I'm
know
saying?
me.
Right. Like
And you been around my family.
Yeah.
You the second one I brought around my family. And it's shit. You know, like I said, you know me. You I don't know. I feel like that was very light.
yeah,
That was like,
you know,
wait.
yeah, that.
But it hit.
Yeah.
Bullseye.
Because
Yeah.
that was something you probably know she definitely, like,
Insecure
It's
about.
insecure.
So,
Well, yeah, 'cause I
so
help
it might
her
not
rub
have
her
been
back
like.
and,
but you ain't always been big, Calvin.
Yeah, I know. But I had to get her off on that day.
And you can lose weight.
Ooh, wait. So so we were talking about fathers and yeah, but you know what? But something that was interesting because we was about to go on a tangent. Because I, you know,
I'm about to answer this question.
right? Because I had some words and I was like, wait, you know, in the truck.
They're gonna watch.
So, but you know what something I found to be kind of interesting though is like we all kind of had a different, like, you know, her father was kind of hell on her. You know, you were very much a daddy's girl. For
He's
the
still
most,
crazy though.
yeah. And then see me, and I kind of had a little bit of like half and half. My daddy didn't never call me out my name or anything. That was more my mom. But my dad, you know, he was, you know, a OG. So he did talk to us a little, you know what I'm saying? Not, you know, but because even like I remember one time, you know, I was walking there and, you know, I was kind of dragging my feet and he said, hey, pick your feet up. Only hoes drag their feet. You know what I'm saying? And he just kind of threw it over his shoulder, but I no longer drag my feet because I am not a hoe on the stroll. You know what I mean? And so it was like stuff like that he would kind of throw out.
Some hard truth.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like every now and again, you know, and so, you know, he was a little liberal. You know, my parents, they were kind of like hippies a little bit. You know, they were black hippies a little bit. So it was, you know, it was a little bit of liberal, you know, energy, you know, in our family as far as, you know, just keeping it a buck. You know what I mean? Because both of my parents, they was like Bonnie and Clyde type shit. So we just kind of grew up, you know, seeing, you know, I saw them being very affectionate towards each other. So that's, you know, in my vein, you know, that's one of my love languages, you know, the touching and all that stuff. But then, you know, we saw that those real nigga moments too, you know. So it was like I saw where, you know, as I got older, I learned that my dad was a better father than he was a husband. And I learned to differentiate that once I got, you know, a little older because I had to deal with the duality of, yeah, he's a great father, but him and my mama be falling the hell out and it'd be, you know, all that craziness, you know, going on. So I kind of got a little bit of, a little bit of the best of both worlds, you know what I mean? Because even when, you know, I would have a dude problem, I can go and talk to him about it, but, you know, he gonna give me the daddy part, but he gonna give me some real nigga player type business on the back end of it. You know, baby, it's all right to try da-da-da, but next time you check these niggas, you know what I'm saying? So I kind of got a little bit, you know, he'll tell you, my dad was real. Like, you know, he always kept it P. You know what I'm saying? He gonna give you the uncle, you know, yeah, oh baby, it's da. But yeah, he gonna give you that G shit too. So I kind of had a little bit of duality. Both for y'all. Yo, that's great.
Balance.
It was a balance for shit show. I think that's why I'm still single now.
Well, that concludes the night. I appreciate y'all. I mean, if y'all had any other things y'all want to put out there last minute, little.
I've enjoyed myself. Thank you, ladies, for entertaining me.
Same.
And thank you, Calvin, for
thank you for having
the invite.
us.
Oh, no problem. I'm more than welcome to have y'all again. We can have more conversations or different topics. So,
Can I say my out?
Yeah, go ahead.
Black men. From all of us, we will say we definitely love y'all. Y'all grow, y'all build, y'all are amazing. Y'all are just so eclectic. Y'all come in different shades, different styles, different fonts. I love all of them. Thank y'all for being y'all. Thank y'all for waking up in the morning and going to sleep at night. Thank y'all for the ones that shoot and bang and the ones that can draw their asses off. Just thank y'all for being niggas. All right. For me, to you.
Can I say,
shout out to you, Pookie.
To my husband, I love you, okay? Don't look at this and be like, so you was on there talking shit. No, I was not. I love you. You are
I got you, big dog.
You are a good black man. If I had some kids, I want to be just like you.
Y'all don't have any kids?
Mm-mm. We got a dog.
What, Pitbull?
A Shih Tzu.
Y'all had Pitbull, didn't y'all?
He killed it. Well, he didn't kill it.
I
But
was say just don't
Damn,
have Peter
this make my nigga sound terrible tonight, dog.
He ain't feed it, it ran away.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
People used to see, they used to be like, what kind of dog is that? They would say a pit bull. They be like, no, it's not. What is that?
No, that hoe was little. That hoe had gotten small. Like,
Oh.
yeah.
They might come get us, cut that out.
Yeah,
All right, no, for real.
Yeah.
Throw some blood on your shit.
You know, they worse than the feds.
Yeah.
For
The
sure.
Epstein file's been out for 2 weeks. Michael Vick went to jail in a week.
Yeah,
What?
that part.
And he went to jail quickly. But anyway, I'm sorry. Any final thoughts, Natalia?
Well, listen, it's your girl Natalia, aka Nene to the niggas in the hood. Y'all already know what's good. I had a good time out here in Dallas. Toe ass on some Williams chicken. Shout out to Williams. I hope to be able to come back and be a part of this podcast. Please continue to support this black man and this podcast. Support black business. And yeah, I guess I don't have a bae or a husband, but I am looking because I just bought a house and I'm tired of dragging the trash can out.
Shout out to you. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
So I'm ready to settle down and act like I got some sense. Yeah. This trash is wearing me out. It's a lot. So, babe, if you watching,
You want to take my trash out?
call me.
And pay the mortgage.
Because the trash is ready for the street.
And pay the mortgage.
And pay the mortgage.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank y'all. Like, share, and subscribe. And we'll see y'all next time. Thank you.